less red. Wow. So I suffer from like, you know, my skin getting really red and my blood vessels basically like being pretty visible. I'm pretty sure you can see them like right here. I don't know. Like I can see them, but the camera's a little bit more different. But yeah, I've suffered from like redness probably my entire life. So recently I started getting like these tiny little bumps, and they kind of like won't go away. Or they came in this year, which I've never really had bumps on my cheeks ever. So I knew like, okay, something's like I got to do something about it, right? So yeah, I went to the dermatologist yesterday, and it's only been like 24 hours, and honestly, I kind of see a visible difference, which kind of sucks because I didn't film like the before and after, but this morning I really wanted to, but I just was like tired. Like you can tell like I have bags underneath my eyes, like I have dark circles, not bags, dark circles underneath my eyes. But like honestly, I can see a visible freaking difference. Tomorrow, I'm not going to put it because I heard that with the cream that I'm using, if I use it every day, then you know my face might come back as super red, like 10 times fold, basically. If I stop using it, so you know I'm gonna do it like every other. Actually, no, because the doctor told me to use it every single day, so I'm gonna have to use it every single day. And it does work, which I'm super glad, because you can see just the difference right here too. Like it's not as red, whereas like this one, like it's pretty obvious. It's kind of hard to tell because of like the light in like the the bathroom. But yeah. Anyways, so yeah, I got like a lot of skin stuff. I got like a sulfur something cleanser. Sodium sulfacetamide and sulfur cleanser. So that's what it looks like. So I got this. Yeah, I got that. I'm also using this one, the Ordinary, which I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of this brand, or like if you're chronically online, you probably have seen this brand. So I've been using this for like literally a day, so I'm gonna document my redness to see if there's any like visible changes. Basically, this is like the cream I've been using thus far. She gave me samples just to see if it would work, so yeah, honestly I can see a visible difference, but maybe I'm just being optimistic. So, I don't know, but we'll see. I'm gonna vlog it every day, see how much my skin improves. We're gonna basically do a control, even though I already put on cream. But you can see some redness right here. You can see my blood vessels all popped out right here. And then on this side, I started getting little bumps, right, like around here. And honestly, it kind of looks a little bit better. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of does look a little bit better. Okay, so I know it's been a long time since I've talked to the camera. We're on day 5 of my rosacea journey to see if, you know, this stuff actually does work. Friday, my eyes were a little bit burning, so I try to keep like my cleanser now to my areas that I do have redness, which are the majority of it's like on my cheeks, right? It wasn't until last night that I got this nasty flare-up, and I call it a flare-up because that's what the doctor called it. Doctor just called me back right now, and told me that looking at the pictures is definitely a flare-up. And I was using a sunscreen, and it's a chemical-based sunscreen, and I guess it's not good for my skin to overuse more of like a mineral sunscreen, so that's something I need to look for. But yeah, my skin's like bad right now. Like it looks like I have a bunch of like bumps. I literally have a bunch of little tiny bumps. It was a lot worse this morning, but I washed my face. But I have like a bunch of little tiny bumps, which I did not have a couple days ago. So yeah, it's a flare-up and it looks pretty bad. I mean, honestly, it doesn't bother me just because like it doesn't bother me like I've had it my whole life. The only reason why I'm doing something about it now is because I started to develop like these tiny little bumps. They were a little bit bigger earlier, but now I started to develop them. So now I'm basically doing something about it, right? I know I've had it like a good majority of my life, so. And I read online that it can get worse over time. And usually how you know it can get worse over time is when you start to develop bumps. So once I realized that, I was like, okay, I need to do something about it, right? But yeah, so basically I'm supposed to move over to a more like mineral based sunscreen. So I am going to be looking online to find one. They told me to kind of stop the cleanser, leave it a couple days, you know, just slowly reintroduce everything basically. But I've never had a flare up before. Like, that's fucking crazy. Like, that's fucking crazy. And I'm not gonna lie to you, like, it was feeling a little bit itchy last night. But you know, there's like that saying of like, if it's burning, it's working. So just throwing that out there. If you think because it's burning, it's working, please do not think that. It's not fun anymore. All right, so it's day 6 of the rosacea journey. Tomorrow's day 7. It's been a week. I started to develop these bumps now on my left side of my face. So I have some light redness, but it's not as much as it was like yesterday. So you can see like I have a whole bunch of little like bumps here. So I definitely did have like an allergic reaction to something. I don't know what it is. All I put on today is the Rhofade thing. So that's honestly what's keeping the redness down. But like right here, I just feel so itchy. And I know I'm not supposed to scratch, but like I just feel really, really itchy. Like I just want to scratch and scratch, but I'm not going to because it's just going to get worse if I do. So yeah, they told me to stop using this sunscreen because apparently it has like a lot of chemicals in it, and that could be why I'm like breaking out a little bit. Like you can see right here, yeah, you can see like the bumps, and like this side, it was the main side yesterday, but when I woke up this morning, I had all of this, so yeah. They told me to stop using that. They told me to stop using this. I don't think this is what happened. The only thing that I did differently, because I've been using the whole entire like set since like over the weekend. The only thing I did differently was using this sunscreen, and I think that's what caused caused me to have like a really bumpy allergic reaction, because I've never had a lot of bumps like this ever before in my life. I've broken out like into hives, and that was over sunscreen. So I know like my skin's pretty particular when it comes to sunscreen, and I actually got into this Shiseido brand just because like the lady at Sephora was like, this brand's really good. You know, it's not so much chemicals, but according to the dermatologist, it is a chemical sunscreen. And the last time I had hives, like it was a mineral sunscreen, and she told me to use more of a mineral sunscreen. So honestly, I don't know who to listen to, but my skin does not look, it's not as its best right now. And a part of me kind of just wants to stop doing it altogether, but I'm like, no, it's fine, it's fine. Because like, if you look, like, it doesn't even look like I have rosacea. The only thing it looks like is like I have just a bunch of little tiny bumps on my skin. But like, you don't really see so much of the redness. You just see like all the freaking little bumps. And yeah, I don't know, but honestly, I'm gonna take a shower. That way I don't itch. Hopefully it'll soothe my skin. That way I won't be like itching and itching and itching, because right now, like, even touching my skin feels nice. I'm not scratching, but just going like that feels good. So I know like I need to beat whatever this is, allergic reaction. And yeah, I'm really gonna wash my face, wash it off completely, because maybe I still have sunscreen on. I don't know, but like my skin is just peeling and like it just looks bad. Okay, so it's officially day 7. We're gonna check out my skin. I have some redness, but it's really just right here. I still have the bumps. Honestly, I don't even know if this is like working. I still have bumps here as well. It doesn't feel that bad right now, but like they're very much 3D still. And it just feels and kind of looks bad, honestly. I am going to put on my cream, the Rhofade one. I'm gonna put it on just to remove some of the redness, and maybe that will help. Last night I was feeling some itchiness like right here, and it sucked because like if the blanket touched my face, if anything honestly touched my face, automatically I felt super itchy. Like right now, me touching it is making me feel itchy. So I'm trying not to touch it, but yeah. I'm not like mad or anything about it. I'm just more of like, you know, stuff should be like, this should be working. Like, I've had this since what? I don't even know. 2 days? Yeah, since like Monday. I just feel like, oh, that feels nice. I just feel like this should be like going away already, and it's not going away. And I'm honestly just low-key scared that I'm gonna have this skin for a while. I mean, I don't really mind. My skin looked red before. It's not like I don't have pictures to prove it. But if this doesn't work out, I'm gonna end up going to another dermatologist for sure. Like, yeah, I'm gonna end up going to another dermatologist. At least to fix this, because, yeah. Because if this doesn't work out, then I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Okay, so it's officially been about a week since I had my allergic reaction. Now, I haven't been putting on my Rhofade on, because like I read online that you can have like, what's it called? Like, I don't even know what exactly it's called. Like, you put it on and you become consistent, and then you get withdrawals. That's what, I guess. That sounds like a terrible term. Not withdrawals, but like you get, your face gets like 10 times more red before. I don't know how true that is. I haven't put it on in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. It hasn't even been a fucking week. I haven't put it on in like 2 days, and this is what my skin currently looks like. Again, I'm kind of like breaking out like right here, right here, and right here. But yeah, I don't even know if the camera is clear. Yeah, the camera is clear. So I've been breaking out like here, here, here. I got some fran lines a little bit. I don't know. I guess I've been squinting a lot. You can do something about that. But yeah, I'm about to put it on. My skin looks a little bit more tan, which is funny because I genuinely do not go outside. So I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, I'm getting like acne like up here, and I don't know where it's coming from. No, I don't know where it's coming from. I've been kind of picky because with my sodium cleanser, I've been like putting it on my face. Before, last week when I had the allergic reaction, I wasn't putting it all over my face. I was only putting it like on my cheeks where it really mattered. Why do I have bags under my eyes? My eyes look so dark right now. Like, what the heck? Like, I promise you, I fell asleep last night. Like, it looks like I'm not sleeping, but I can tell you for sure, like, I am. I don't know. But, yeah, I'm supposed to be putting this in the mornings. I haven't been putting it in the mornings. It's been like 2 days, so I'm just gonna put it on right now. My skin's been a little bit dry, and I know it's dry because, like, when I put on cream, my skin, like, burns. So I know that's not supposed to be happening. Right now that, like, my vision's a little bit bad, I can't really see what's happening right now. Do I have something in my eye? No, it's just, I don't know. My face looks a little different today. But yeah, like, it looks a little better, I guess. I still get, like, this tingling feeling when I use it. I don't know if that's just, like, me or what. I've Googled it before, like, what are the side effects that comes with it? And really, like, it doesn't say, like, I don't know how I'm able to feel that on my face, but I don't know. But yeah, my skin looks so much more better. Like, where the fuck are the bumps? Look at that. They're gone. They are literally gone. I love it now. Like, it seems like now, like, all of a sudden I can just, yeah, my face looks nice. The only difference is, like, now I have little top bumps on my face, on my forehead, but I don't know what those are. And I think they might be pimples. But they also look like, I don't know, they kind of look like whiteheads, but they're probably not. I don't know, maybe it is a reaction from like the sodium sulfur cleanser that I'm using. I started putting it all over my face because I have like some redness like right here on like my T-zone. And like, I don't know. My skin looks better, which is good because no one knows that I had an allergic reaction other than my husband. So the fact that it's going to be Mother's Day this weekend and I'm going to have, like, you know, the siblings over, like, yeah, my skin looks so much better. You don't see, like, the little bumps that I had as much anymore, like, right here. You can even see, like, you know, I do still have some, like, vessels here. And I also have them, like, a little bit right here, too. But, like, honestly, like,
I've heard from other people I don't get red as easily anymore. So I'll take that as a win. I ended up having to cancel my dermatologist appointment like last month because, you know, obviously like I have a new job, I have work now, which is also another reason why I haven't been on YouTube for some time. But yeah, like my skin actually has been like so much better. I've also been really hydrating my skin a little bit more. So immediately when I get out of the shower, I put on like facial cream. But the true test was during the 4th of July. So because I tend to get a little bit hot, that's usually when my face gets red. Like right now, I feel like I'm almost like borderline sweating. And like, you know, the redness, it's kind of a little bit there, but it looks more of like, what's it called? Like acne redness, I guess. Like it doesn't look like rosacea anymore. So yeah. But I mean, I stopped the azelaic acid that I was taking. So, cause it just was burning my skin. I'm not really sure whether or not I'm going to continue it. But the one thing that I have been continuing is that sodium sulfuric acid, whatever. I don't even know, right? Sulfur. It wasn't sodium. It was sulfur something, right? That the doctor had given me. It was like that big bottle that I had. It smells like rubber, basically. I do use that when I do take a shower. I do use it on my face. I use that. And I also use the Cerave thing, the acne body wash. I use it for my face and my body. And honestly, I do think that really did help, like big time. But I also think that, you know, my skin could be a little bit better because right now, like, obviously I'm not as consistent as I was when I first started this vlog in the first place. Obviously, because, you know, I started working and then things got out of the way, right? So, and when I thought about it in terms of like money-wise, I could go to a dermatologist and actually, you know, get all of this done, right? But the true, like, way I got it done, or I saw like proven results within like a couple months, was Curology. I have not had the chance to set up my Curology again, which probably after this vlog I'm gonna set it up actually. Now that I remember. But yeah, I'm actually gonna really try Curology, and we'll see how it goes. I know Curology did work with my skin, so yeah. But yeah, when I was comparing like pricing, like, you know, when I was paying for Curology, I was paying like maybe like $110, but that's because it came with like the body wash and like, you know, the 2 RX things that I had, the 2 prescription creams that I had, and yeah. So basically what the dermatologist was having me do was buy all the ingredients that Curology was giving me, but individually, not compounded. So like with Curology is compounded. It's made for you. So it's compounded into a tiny little cream and you basically just use it, right? And yeah, so basically what I was doing for the couple of months that, like, you know, I went to the dermatologist was actually putting on the creams myself, putting this, putting that, putting, you know, stuff like that. But I do still have like refills through the dermatologist, and I guess they're not that picky about like what, yeah, they're not that picky. Like I missed an appointment. I didn't miss an appointment. I ended up canceling the appointment, and they haven't called me back. So I'm kind of like, you know, should I just continue or like what, you know? But yeah, so far like my skin does look so much better. My camera's dying again. Yes, I know I have not bought a new battery. I will promise you I will do that ASAP. But yeah, my skin actually looks way better. I think even my blackheads too that I had here, they're like way less. But yeah, my skin has looked a lot better. But yeah, for sure, I think I'm gonna try Curology. I think. I say I am, but realistically I could do it right now, but I have not done it right now. So yeah. But yeah, back to what I was saying. I keep getting like sidetracked. So basically, overall, in terms of pricing, because I was paying $25 for the copay to go see the dermatologist, then another $25 of whatever the insurance didn't cover, right? And then, so that's what? That's like $50 right there. And then plus, I don't even know how much the azelaic acid is. I think the azelaic acid's like $12. So $12 in additional, and I think my prescription for the sulfur cleanser, I think is like, I don't even remember. I think that was like 15. And then I had another cream that was strictly for my back because I suffer from back acne. And that one I think was like probably, we'll just assume another $10 probably. So you see, we're talking about like 50 and then 20, 10, and then, you know, and then another 10. Plus, that's not even including the Curology. That's not even including like the Cerave like acne body wash, because I'm also supposed to be using acne cleanser, but I am not using that. I ended up skipping that. So in total, I was using azelaic acid, the sulfur cleanser, plus the thing for my back acne that was prescription, plus the Cerave acne body wash, plus the Cerave acne cleanser. So that's 5 products. All of that plus $50 just to go basically see the dermatologist. So you see what I mean? Like adding all of that up versus, you know, going to Curology and just fucking typing it in and paying what, maybe $110, $120, where I'm not having to, one, now that I work, you know, having to take work off or having to stress about, you know, okay, I have my dermatologist appointment in Houston, you know, I gotta go to Houston to go to the dermatologist. So, like, yeah, I know I can go to one here in San Antonio, but like I already started, like, it's kind of sucks a little bit. Like, I already started, like, stuff that I've already have in Houston. So I might as well just continue doing it, at least for right now. Like, this week, I literally have a dentist appointment, literally, like, on Friday. And I have yet to cancel it because I don't know whether or not I'm going to continue going to that dentist or if I'm going to come back to my San Antonio dentist. Because I don't know, I just feel like maybe I might have like a cavity. Like the last time I went to the dentist, I honestly thought I did, but apparently I didn't. And I just find it a little weird that I haven't had a cavity since 2023. Usually I even get like the smaller ones, the ones that get in between your teeth. So I find it very off-putting that my teeth have been fine for the past 2 years. So yeah, like, I find that a little sus. But anyways, that's not what we're here for. We're talking about the rosacea vlog. And yeah, my skin has been a little bit up and down, but I think right now it's kind of a little bit more in control. I have been putting more cream on, so my skin isn't that dry. But yeah, if there's one thing you learn from this, oh, and that's not even including, I forgot, I'm forgetting one product, the Rhofade. That little tiny tube that I had like a sample. I heard that retail price can go up to like $100, and I was like, no fucking way, no fucking way. Plus, like, there was that thing of like, oh, well, you know, you can get like withdrawals, I guess, or whatever. Not withdrawals, but like your skin can get more red if you continuously use it. So yeah, I think at this point it's fine. It is what it is. You know, I have fair skin. It is what it is. I'm going to try Curology next. So the next couple months, I am going to try Curology, and we'll see if that kind of helps a little bit more. I don't know. It's so tough because I still have the sodium sulfur cleanser, and like, yeah, I don't know. Like, I have a lot of that. Unless I use it up, but that's going to take like months. I don't mind using it up, to be honest. Because, you know, I paid for it. Like, what am I going to do? I'm not going to use it, right? My only concern is, like, if I use that in conjunction with, like, Curology, then, like, my skin's probably going to break out in hives like last time. And I also have yet to find a sunscreen since I broke out in hives. I barely just found one maybe, like, last week. I ended up switching back to a chemical-based one. I know lots of people are like, oh, you should use a mineral one. Mineral ones make me break out, which is exactly what happened. So I'm just gonna go back to my usual like copper tone sunscreen. I need to be using it though, because like earlier this week I had like this nasty dark mole. I don't know if you could see it. It's like super dark. Like compared to this one, I think that's a mole. No, that's not a mole. Okay, so I have 2 moles here. So there's, it's like so hard because this is like my arm. Okay, so I have this like really dark one. It's like focusing on my eye. Okay, here we go. So I have this really, really dark one, and then I have this like really faded one right there. And because I go like back and forth like from here to Houston, obviously I'm in the car for like almost about 4 hours. Yeah, I need to be putting on sunblock because the sun's like hitting me while I'm driving, and yeah, that's basically not good at all. But yeah, I think next I'm gonna try Curology. I'll probably start the vlog once I get my Curology kit, and then, or maybe I'll just continue with it. Honestly, I don't know, but I know for sure I'll probably log into the Curology website, see how much it is, and then based on that, I'll decide whether or not to continue. So yeah, but there's definitely going to be a part 2 to this vlog because I am convinced that I can get this like all done because my cousin has a wedding in December, so, and today's July. So what is that? That's like 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5 months from now. So I really want to get my skin a little bit more fixed because it's kind of a little bit embarrassing. Not embarrassing, honestly. Okay, it wasn't embarrassing before. What made it embarrassing was me going over to my in-laws every single time and then being like, "Oh, your face is red. Are you okay?" Hated that. Honestly, that's honestly what gave me like my, how do you call it? It didn't make me embarrassed, self-conscious. That's what. It made me self-conscious about it, and I was just like, you know, it never bothered me a lot. Like, if you've known me for like a bigger chunk of my life, like, it never bothered me. But now when I go out, I'm just like, fuck, you know? But like, no one ever asked me that, like, so honestly, I really don't know. It's fucking crazy though, but yeah, I need to stop talking, so I'll talk to you guys later. Till the next vlog, because my camera's dying. I promise I will get a new battery the next vlog. You will see, and if I don't, well, maybe the vlog after that, but yeah. That's it. See you guys later.